Labor's teacher UAI plan fails economics. Hello and welcome to another Science Party update. My name is James Jansen. I'm the Deputy Leader and I'm currently running for the seat of Kingsford Smith and also the leader of the New South Wales branch of the Science Party. And I'm here today to talk to you about Labor's UAI plan. It's not going to work, but I'm going to tell you why in a minute, but not before you all smash the like button. Get into it. We need you to share these videos because basically that's the only way we're going to get our message out. You have to support the Science Party by showing to your family and friends that you like what we're talking about. So make sure you press that like button and that share button. Yeah, press the share button a lot. It's very important. But getting back into things. So you may have heard about this. So this is a common trope, but it's apparently getting increasingly worse. We have very low ATAR cutoffs for a lot of teaching courses. And of course, people are very concerned that this is going to cause a decrease in teacher quality. Obviously, I think that that's a concern. I'm a former teacher. I had a very high UAI as well. And I was a teacher for a very short while. But I disagree that this is necessarily the reason why teacher quality will decrease. But Labor is very, very keen to change the way that we do teaching admissions. So they're going to implement a minimum cap on teaching standards, on UAIs for entrance into teaching degrees. Basically, they're going to set it at, like 70 as a minimum to prevent people who get UAIs of 60 and 50 or below from getting into teaching. I disagree with this idea because I believe it does nothing to solve the fundamental issue, which is that teaching is not in demand. People don't want to do teaching. So what the Labor Party wants to do is it wants to take this UAI band that they have going from low to high, and they just want to kick out these people, the lower people. People who have low UAIs won't be able to get in. The thing is, it won't do anything to change the wages, conditions, or respect of the teachers. But those are the reasons why people go into most of their careers. They want to get better pay, they want to have good conditions, and they want to have respect in what they do for whatever reason. If it's from their family or from their friends, they want to be respected in what they do. And to be honest, I don't think that teaching is a high respect profession. Like, we don't value it as a society enough. So I honestly believe you could cut off this low band, as much as you want, but it won't do anything to change this section here. There won't be an increase in the number of high UAI people because you won't change the wages, the conditions, or the respect of the teachers. Now, Labor's idea basically assumes that you get the worst teachers from the low band and the best teachers from the high band. And to be honest, I disagree with that. I think that you're more likely to get better teachers from the higher area, but it's probably a bit more like this, where you have 10% of the best teachers are coming from the low band and 90% is coming from the higher end of the band. And that is bad if you're going to cut off that lower band, because what will likely happen is Labor's plan will decrease teacher quality. Not by an enormous amount, but by a small amount. So what would I do instead? Well, I think that we need to do things like increase pay, improve the conditions of starting teachers in particular. When I first got started as a teacher, I was thrown out into possibly one of Sydney's toughest schools, I'd say. Very poor conditions for a fresh teacher to go into. I didn't have the skills that I needed in terms of classroom management to deal with a situation like that. Those schools which are really tough to staff, you shouldn't be throwing the youngest and the least qualified teachers into them. You should be paying teachers a lot more to go into those schools so that you attract the very best and the most professional teachers to go into those schools. If you did that, maybe you'd have more stability for those students who are really, doing it tough out there. Anyway, this is a federal policy from the Labor Party. We are running in the federal election. Could be happening in May 2019. Support us. Support me. I'm running in Kingsford Smith. I'm going to have a link to my specific campaign, which you can donate to, but also our general donation link as well. We also need more candidates for the federal Senate. And the House of Reps. We have Andrea Leong is running in the federal Senate in New South Wales, but we need Senate candidates for all over the country, and we also need lower house candidates as well. So if you want to be a local representative, get back to us. But we're also running in the New South Wales upper house, and that's happening on the 23rd of March 2019, and we'll be running a ticket called the James Jansen Team for New South Wales because we're not registered as a party in New South Wales, so get behind that as well. If you'd like to become a candidate, send an email to feedback@scienceparty.org.au. And that's it from me for another Science Party update. So thanks for joining me. Make sure to like and share this video. Thanks a lot.